I saw that on your tour you do like a meet and greet. What are some things that you like to accomplish when meeting fans? What's something you like to get across to them?
Just show love, man. Like the only reason I do this, especially even before like the labels and the business, and like nobody gave me love when I was coming up. I couldn't get a record deal. I couldn't get love in the industry, but I was just grinding out on tour, and people were, the fact people I was selling. I remember when Sony reached out to sign me, we sold 23,000 copies of Hitchhiking Music, which in Canada for a hip hop artist, like they had artists they were putting $500,000 in that weren't doing half of that. So when we started doing that, and they're like, well, and I was sending my demos to Sony's for years, just be like, nah, we're not into it. So I just kept doing the shit myself, selling it, and then they came back and they're like, all right, we'll give you a deal. And, that gave me the power to be, okay, I'm making my album in Enfield. I'm not showing anybody what I'm doing it. I'm sampling, I'm doing everything the exact same way I always did. And they just said, yeah, do what you want. We'll front the bill, we'll pay for everything, we'll have our team to back you up. But, that was just because I, kind of did it myself and proved myself first. Can't remember what the original question was or where this was going.
What's something that you like to get across to the fans when you
Oh,
meet
when I'm
them?
meeting them,
Yeah.
just the appreciation. Yeah, that's what it was. So it was like the fans are the ones that built my career. It wasn't like I had this big label that pushed me and all of a sudden I just got thrown down everyone's throats and now everyone, loves me or whatever. It was just that regular dude or that regular girl that would come out to the show, buy a shirt, and you know what I mean? The same people. I see people from 20 years ago coming to my first show, still
No
come to my
way.
shows. Not, yeah, man. Like, and these people I consider friends now. Like, I know them first name
Wow.
basis, and you know what I mean? So it's almost like these people became friends over the years. So when I'm doing these meet and greets, it's the same thing. I just want to show love, shake someone's hand if they want a picture, if they want me to sign something. I live a pretty comfortable life because of these people, so I want to make sure they know that.
Speaking of Pat, one lesson I learned from him, I was picking him up from the first podcast we did. We did it at 4:30, and I had to go pick him up in Dartmouth. So 4:30, you think of the bridge, we're traffic. So we're
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
in the
yeah.
car for like an hour together. Just kind of, I don't really know this guy.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
taking phone calls while I'm just sitting there. Holy shit! And we stop at Shoppers. He has to pick up Lip Chap, and Lip Chap, you're thinking in and out, 2 minutes. It's in there for like 15, 20 minutes. Comes back in the car, and I'm just like, hey, like that was long. Like what were you
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
in there? He goes, I got recognized. I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, like whenever someone notices me, I like to like take my time. So he was in there for 15 minutes talking to a complete stranger while he was buying Lip Chap. And I always took that to heart. I was like, man, this guy took the time to talk to a stranger in Shoppers while I was waiting for him and just kind of took that moment. And I always took that and ran with it. And that was kind of a lesson that you're trying to teach right now. It's like, no, just get to know these people. These people are helping you
Totally.
live a
They
comfortable
appreciate
life.
you. You got to appreciate them. And that's just Pat, though, too, man. Pat likes to make people feel good.
Yeah.
Like if I'm having a conversation with Pat, if I'm stressing on something, he'll say the right thing that goes, yeah, you're right. Let's look at it that way. Even going to his battles, like he just made people laugh. If you watch, me and my wife were watching his battles last night, and you just see the whole crowd. It doesn't matter if it's the guys he's battling and their crew. Everybody is smiling just because Pat makes people feel good with what he does.
Yeah. Absolutely.